unkillable. Oh, hello.
Hello. Sorry, were you snooping on
I,
the?
I, I, no, I was just making a comment about an IO on a Pudge being virtually unkillable.
All right. So, do you have any insider knowledge for us from being in their team speak? Anything we should know?
Scrubsicles, if they go for an fast axe on Razor, is a massive push-heavy team at the moment.
Oh, they really are, though. They really are. They're quite a scary team as well. Looking at these heroes.
Seconds to go.
I think it's funny though, because it looks like they're probably gonna end up putting currency on the Razor, and he actually hates that hero. He said in the tournament that he hates that hero.
Reserve time.
But I don't know, unless they pick his hero last, that's probably what it's gonna be.
So the biggest advantage of Razor is you can switch roles between them fairly easily. So he can rotate between power pushing and being an anti-carry pretty fast. However, to be fair, there's no one really that you would immediately counterpick with a Razor 4 against on the opposite team.
Mm-hmm.
So usually he's very good at countering the standard agility carry, but there isn't actually one on this team at the moment.
Unless they pick into it, which, I mean, I guess they could. How do you figure their lanes go? I mean, is this offlane Nyx? Although I guess offlane Nyx with Abaddon and Venge and a Char lane with a carry we're still looking for in a Brew mid? Or what are you thinking?
I think it depends on this last pick. So if they get a nice ranged carry, they might try and stick a ranged in mid and then Brew on the offlane. But I don't know, as in Brew mid would be the most common. They've got, as they play an Abaddon support, and will sit the Abaddon support, Nyx gets a bit of farm and he can go gank the Shadow Shaman without too much trouble.
Mm-hmm.
But the Nyx pick is interesting because I wouldn't really rate a Nyx against a Tide, a Razor or a Mirana really. They've all got very good escapes or are very tanky and can counter very easily a Nyx. So definitely an interesting pick with the Nyx. I don't know what they're planning on doing with that, whether they are planning on a lot of rotation or something.
Alright.
10 seconds.
Are you baiting chat again? I can see a bit of chat baiting.
A little bit. Just a little bit. And I'm like, there's a Skype conversation going on at the same time. Multitasking is hard.
Yeah, I must admit, Mood definitely did struggle last time.
I'm a little sad that, oh my god, I will literally, this is happening, guys. Mood is getting 10 minutes to think about what he's done.
That's an interesting pick for the Storm Spirit, so presumably that means not a Razor mid anymore.
Yeah, I mean they've actually run this before during this tournament, but sorry, just a second.
Unless of course it's Storm solo lane, in which case this is even more interesting.
All right, here we go.
Radiance pick.
So currency Storm Spirit, so he actually loves that hero. So it's gonna be him versus in the mid lane. Are they gonna run mid Brew or mid Target? It's gonna be one of the two. Russian Thug's gonna be playing that Razor, headed toward the bot lane, I assume. I'm introducing them before we actually get into the game.
Razor and Storm Spirit, whether they're Razor and Storm Spirit, who's going mid out of those?
I think Storm Spirit goes mid most likely. Although Razor's so good against both of the heroes that they actually have on the enemy team to go mid. They've gone for, oh my god, except for the Venge. The Venge is the only ranged hero for DRH.
Yeah, so if you get a Razor static link, then,
yeah.
That's both Brew and Phantom
10
can't go mid.
seconds
They
Yeah,
to go.
don't
that's
get any of those tips.
that's true actually. Razor could be quite good
5
mid, and
seconds.
we've seen Storm Spirits in the safe lane do quite well, at least over the last few days. But anyway, we'll find out in a minute, I guess. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to TBFFTYNHO Season 2 Group
This should be
Stages.
interesting.
This is Scrubsicles versus Digital Red Herring, and playing for Scrubsicles today, we've got SS Paul, team leader, and he's going to be playing that Tide Hunter, who I would have thought was going to the offlane, but looks like he's headed safe lane. Currency, it looks like, yeah, headed straight toward the mid lane, with Talus on that support Marana, it will be, and Russian Thug. Actually, they're going to do the offline Razor thing. So he's gonna head off lane with Paus on Paus Mix on Shadow Shaman as a support. Oh, sorry, I mean he's not. Talus isn't a support. He's a farmer. Maybe, no, it's a safe lane farming Tide. Actually, I feel like they've run this before potentially. I feel like we saw this sort of. They're probably trying to sort of guess out the lanes, what the lanes are going to be for DRH, and kind of decide on that.
To battle.
But for DRH, we've got Shimja, the ever-working Arcanine. We'll be playing that Brewmaster. It looks like they're going to safe lane farm him with Let's Start. I'm not sure who Let's Start is. Probably commenting on how long it took us to actually start the game. Oh, Animal is Mammals 69 actually, I think he is.
Let's get this
We'll be
boss
playing
over.
that Abaddon. And he goes, they rush toward this rune. But actually Pepper's gonna end up getting the that bounty, which is kind of the more valuable one to get, I think, out of the two. Certainly regeneration's not super useful when the creeps aren't even out yet. Ooh, word friends, guys. Insta word friends. Ta-da! But yeah. So they've actually, we're going try v try. And it is a support Marana running up here. I don't know what that dude's on about. Anyway. Oh, Shimja gonna eat an early arrow. Actually, that's a terrible start for them. They've got so much stun. He gets shielded, but Russian Thug just needs one more. Nope. He's not gonna get it. Actually, he has to eat through a bunch of his regen, and Shimja actually had a salve that he's able to just use to get back in fighting shape. So that actually went well for them in the end, even though arrow got used. Actually, we've got double ward friends. When was the last time we started a game with double ward friends?
They're cozying up.
They're cozying up. Both teams want vision over both runes, and both teams place the same words to get them. That's interesting. Oh man, Eat Swords is sleeping.
Yeah, so both of them going for a bottle rush. So both of them straight to the bottle, which probably explains why they want these runes so much.
Mhm.
And there's going to be a lot of spamming spells in the mid with daggers flying out everywhere.
Mhm. Oh, why am I in fantasy points? There we go. That's better. So Storm and Razor both dominating their lanes, by quite a margin.
Dyer's middle
Target's
tower is
gonna
under
be in a bit of trouble here. He looks like he does a dagger, but he's brought back into a pole. Unfortunately, Paus isn't here, so he's not actually able to. Oh, Chrissy keeps trying to get actually in position to throw that overload, but isn't able to do so.
I'll be honest, I'm surprised that this Nyx is getting as many last hits as he currently is. Given he's against Anchor Smash, which should be really nuking down his damage.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's got a DD, which is handy, but it's not always the easiest last hitting with him anyway. So, and it's hard even for melee carries if that's what they're meant to be doing to stay up against a Tide. Oh, It's quite an interesting sort of fighty lane down here, actually.
Bit of harass going both ways.
Yeah. Wait, I bet on wrong dude. Just realized. Oh, that's sad, Tomahawk. That's sad. Okay, arrow gets fired, but it hits a creep. Krupp knows what it did, guys. Krupp knows what it did. Alright, so as far as who's getting more out of this tri-lane, the Brew or the Razor, I think definitively we can say the Razor. 15 last hits to 4. Okay, 5 now. Watch out now. Actually, across the board, the Radiant cores are getting more out of their lanes, especially in mid. Mid is the most CS that DRH has got, but still, Pepper's actually, Moto's actually doing decently, but yeah, across the board, Radiant's doing better. Although 2 of their supports aren't pulling or anything, so they can't really get anything unless they get assist gold, which, you know, you'd think that they want to get working on sooner rather than later. But target just doing some doing some bottle crowing. Pretty easy. Oh, we've got a little bit of a rotation here. Talus coming in. Wants to get an arrow on this Pepper. Try and take him down a notch. He's getting too much out of this lane, but he's gonna go where he's visible. So it's gonna be harder for him to make that arrow. He's over here. Go into the tree. You can actually go all the way around here. And no. He runs around. Pepper runs around the other side of the creeps. Not gonna let him get it. Still no first blood. We're 5 minutes in. Nobody's killed anybody, guys.
Currency definitely having a go in mid though.
Oh, yeah, he is. Target's pretty low. He drops reasonably low himself, though, as well. Nothing comes of it. In the end. That courier there was so close, though.
Yeah, it's always slightly more dangerous to bottle crow now, especially with the longer courier speed boost.
Yep. It is. Oh, they get another error on Arcanine. Let's see if they actually have a better time of it before they can shield it. No. The shield. He has shields apple. Oh, mammals. Oh. Well, they do finally get that kill they wanted before. Bit of a misplay there. That was unfortunate. I don't know for sure if he lives at this point, despite, but very potentially he does. But that's first blood going to Scrubsicles.
Sadly, I think he probably would have lived because Venge Stun came back up again, so they would have probably been able to walk him out.
And he can just walk away from all of those disables that they put on him. The arrow into the shackles, into the hex, or no, it was the arrow and then hex and then shackles. You get a shield on that stack disable that they had going on, and they have nothing left. So that's unfortunate. But what do they got now? They're actually smoking. All right, they've decided it's time for rotation. Let's see how it goes. I like this Mirana set, by the way. Yeah, they want mid. They definitely want to kill in mid. They've decided they're not interested in letting target get any decent amount of farm. And here's the pull into an arrow actually off the mark, but they do get the hex, and they are going to be able to... Are they? Yeah. They bring her down. One final. RNGesus was not on her side for the blur. Actually, she's only got 1 in the blur. Max dagger, which, I mean, it's pretty normal, but in come DRH's supports, but it's a bit late, and actually they're going to eat an arrow. He shielded himself, but it doesn't matter. He's out of position, and he's going to die for it. He's not level 6 yet. What is he, actually? He's level 4, so 2 levels short of being able to get out of that one.
A little bit too much greedy play there by Vadin, trying to go for that kill. Just not having the support to back it up. This Brewmaster on the top lane is really struggling. Just can't get going.
I mean,
pushed out of the lane by Razor.
Yeah, there's none of their cores are gonna have an ability to do anything about this Razor. Meanwhile, Pepper, Moto can get a stun. But I think they kind of feel like something's wrong. And Dagger into, oh, he's just staying there. He's going to stand there for the stun, and he's going to get brought down. Oh, just barely dodged the arrow, and yeah, that's a quick kill on him. And that's almost 400 gold on that brew, so that's going to help a lot in what a difficult lane he's been having. Let's swap over to some net worth. It also helps out the mid who got cut out. She as well has been having a difficult time, although she's head of the net worth for her team at least. Currency, oh, getting stunned, and oh, he got caught out with the carapace, but whatever. No, it was sweet. We're moving on. We're moving on. I got tricked into saying something, so we're not gonna run with it. Oh. Meanwhile, target going in deep. He's getting his damage stolen, but he breaks the link very good. Let's Start is gonna die though. Actually, that's a lot of damage coming out from Poust on that Ether Shock. He's actually maxed it. And Apple Snort as well is gonna fall. Russian Thug's now got the negative damage buff on him, but I don't know if it's gonna matter. It doesn't apply to his nukes. He can still plasma field with the best of him. Target being slowed up by that current and brought down by the nuke. Russian Thug picking up that kill. And that was...
with Brew still not level 6 is always dangerous.
Yeah, they need a little bit more. They need a 6 on him. They need that 6 on the Abaddon as well. Just so he can be as YOLO as he wants to be. Because he wants to be YOLO.
Abaddon early is very good for the tower diving. That shield is really crucial. But just haven't quite got the damage to actually do what they need to.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
Oh! Talus needs to try to get away, but he might be in trouble here actually. Target gets that crit. Dagger again, jumping into him. He fires a point blank arrow, but it doesn't matter. He's also eats a stun. I mean, if he was alive to hit it, he would have gotten stunned. So that's it. Nice little pickup for them in the bot lane. Brew, however, going down to the top lane. They're diving him. So it looks like Ravage was used.
Did blow a Ravage to get him down. But
you're talking in game as well, right? Wait. Or
picked off by the time. Yeah, again.
Mm-hmm. They've actually going for this bot tower. Wards were dropped defensively. So they kind of need to wait for that. And Russian Thug, meanwhile, just padding on this top tower.
Bottom tower is under siege. Dire's top tower is being attacked. Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked. You're really losing now. Or winning. Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
So what kind of items are
PA
we?
and all sorts of trouble up top.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under siege.
But she definitely is. Shimdo as well in trouble. He's still not 6. He needs his 6. He needs to get 6 before he dies. He's not able to. They stun Russian Thug, but they can't really do anything with that. They needed to come in at the same time or not come at all.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
Yeah. They leave this bounty. Wow, such greed. Oh, I guess he's got a bottle. Okay. I was going to say such greed, demanding the bounty when there's a support right there, and supports kind of need them. But I guess for a bottle charge, we'll accept it.
Brew finally with his level 6, so they'll be looking to make a fight out of this, especially defending this tower.
Mm-hmm.
Pick up 1 or 2 kills if they go in.
Interesting. The supports are up top. I don't think Mammals wants to do what he thinks he wants to do. Meanwhile, Shimja in the mid lane, facing up against Currency. What have we got going down here? We had a Vendetta mix, but Vendetta ran out. They want to get another kill on this on Talus here. it's worked out for them before, and Talus is like, I remember this story. It didn't work out so well. I'm gonna hide.
Nice little deny at the top, but it looks like it might cost a battle's life.
Yeah, it is. He doesn't have his. He still doesn't have a 6. He needs a 6 to be YOLO McGee and be able to have some chance of surviving. So what have we got? We've actually already got the blink is on the tide, as you'd expect, but we're nowhere near. Brewmaster's only got arcanes. Storm's working on his halfway to his, not even halfway. Heading towards halfway on his orchid. Shadow Shaman, nothing. Razor actually went drums rather than going for an early mech, despite the fact that nobody else is going mech really. Meanwhile, up top, Venge gets lost. It's to them. Russian Thug's gonna just get out of there. He has no interest in sticking around, but they do have the Mirana ult to cover their retreat. Meanwhile, big zip in, but out comes the Brew ult, and Paus might be in trouble. He's rocked. Yeah, he's gonna feed himself there. He's dead. He's super dead. Yeah. There he goes. The Brewmaster, actually, luckily for them, because he needs the farm desperately. So that's the first Brew split of the game. He's gonna come back now, but Brew split successful. I think potentially Currency just wanted to jump in, zip in, bait out the Brew ult, and zip away, and it wasn't meant to cost the support's life, but Paus was like, I'll help you, you're in trouble, and he ended up paying for it, so.
That slight miscommunication there, I think.
A little, yeah. Ooh, that nuke does so much damage. Yeah, it's literally 4 extra gold and 4 extra XP if you hold on to the bottle or if you hold on to the bounty rune for the 2 minutes in your bottle. So it's not, it's a little bit, like every little counts, but you know, it's a tiny little bit.
Dire's bottom tower has been denied.
Alright. So they actually get the deny on that. Ooh. Apple's super dead super fast, and they're here getting it. They did. It's impressive that they managed to get the deny considering there was snakes dropped. So that was well done. But they do get the actual gold, and Tide actually gets the last hit on this mid tower. And they're headed in further.
Radiant's top tower is under siege. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Moto. Go, little murder bug, go. He's gonna get a haste rune. It's gonna be a super fast little murder bug. But they do see him. They see him with their rune ward, and they ping him out. Actually, Dire has no wards on the map right now. Radiant's got these 3, but Dire's got nothing.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Alright, what do we got? Any item progression here? He's just got his...
So it looks like Razor is going straight for the Ags, so they are going for a very push-heavy build.
Yeah, looks like it. And he's most of the way there. He's 3/4 of the way there. So he's gonna have it before long. It's interesting they didn't end up deciding to go for the mech on anyone. But
they're trying to leech experience off the Razor as he kills the Ancients.
Prophecy is true. He is the chosen
Just
one.
a little too greedy.
a little bit.
Radiant's bottom tower has been destroyed.
Alright. So that's, actually, I lied. Yeah, no, I was just looking at that and about to say I'm an idiot. They do have. He went for it after he went for his blink, but I mean he doesn't really need anything else, and a mech's super helpful for his team, and he's gonna get it reasonably quickly because he's 1-0-5 and was dominating his lane. Albeit Mote was getting more out of his lane than you would expect being against a Tide, but nobody messed with him down there. So anyway, smoke from Talus and Pass. But I'm not sure what they're going to do with it. They want to catch somebody out here. And let's start. Mammals might be in a position. No. They're going to run toward this Radiant Ward, though. And they're going to see him there. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no, target. Target, the map isn't safe for you. You need to run. Okay. He does. But actually, it's going to be, yeah, mammals. Oh, no. He's got it now. Yeah, I thought he was DC'd there because he wasn't moving. Because he was just eating, damage. But, oh! Alright, out comes the Ravage, and down goes the Brew. Wow, I'm being called a flamer? How absurd.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, Russian Thug, nice swap back actually. He might be in trouble. He's stunned up, and that's a death.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
That's a death. Okay, what? How much did he actually get for that? So, both of them got a decent amount of gold. They both got sort of 867 gold each for one kill.
Big amount of gold going on.
Yeah, I mean,
too rich for that, but at the same time, the tower did go down, so actually, not all of it.
No. But it's helpful.
Every little helps. So at this point, it is very much the hoping that the PA can get big, because there's not really anything else at the moment at the team.
The prize is mine.
So Nyx is nowhere near his day gone.
Yeah, he's
Blink,
500
Brood
off.
is nothing.
So he's actually, I mean, he's 500 off from level 1 day gone, right? So it's not that far, but it's still, I don't know what level 1's really what that's gonna do. And it looks like they are saying, yeah, let's farm the jungle a little bit. Let's get actually some items.
It's a kegger.
It's apparently a kegger. Yeah, so Brew's got his blink now, but nothing else. It's a bit unfortunate compared to our initiator over here that's got a blink, and it looks like he's just got the headdress. So he's 100 away from having his mech, so he's just about got it. So he's gonna have it next time they fight. Most likely,
so
unless it happens now.
SC looking at the moment like they've got the better team fight. With that mech almost up, as well as having a Ravage and then the Snakes and an Ag's ulti on Razor. It's definitely dangerous to fight into.
Very much so. Dagger crit though. I mean, it hurts. If you can get crits. Oh, in comes Pepper. They actually take out the Shadow Shaman before he can drop shakes, and out comes the Bruise Slit. So he's gonna be okay. But that is a Bruise Split used defensively, and they're not going to get anything out of it, as well as the ult. The Abaddon ult actually pops, so it's not. And here's S's pull, and here comes a TP in. He's got his Blink, he's got his Ravage, and he does it now, but Brew's already out. They are going to get Apple, they are going to get Pepper, they're probably going to get Target. Target's trying to get another crit, but it's not quite there for him. Apple's eaten a lot of damage from Russian Thug, and yeah, S's pull blinks forward, picks it up with an Anchor Slash. Did you see the ult?
Abaddon accidentally popped his ult before that fight because he healed one person and as a result dropped himself below his target.
Yeah, I saw that it had gotten shivered. I wasn't quite sure. I sort of saw that and was like, well, that's a bit of a waste. Unfortunate for him. But, I thought I called that out. Oh. But I didn't realize what had actually triggered it. I thought it just sort of some stray autos from that last push.
Dire's bottom tower is under siege.
So, as shown, the team fight's there, despite not even having Shadow Shaman in that fight. They still take a easy 3-0.
And because Shadow Shaman wasn't on that fight and didn't drop those words, it got him available for Roche, so... yeah. Look at that giant chicken.
I bind you.
Radiant's top tower is being attacked.
Such a strong hero, boys. Tide's actually, it's worth pointing out, Tide as well is 3-0-8. at this point. But they know, but it's too late. And I'm not sure that they could really challenge it anyway, considering all of those, considering the serpent wards.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. I only mention it as a conversation starter. How are you doing otherwise?
Here I am.
So it'll be interesting to see what Razor builds into next, whether he goes for a slightly more sort of stable Sanji Yash or Manta or something similar, or whether he decides to go for a refresher.
I'm over here.
Pepper in trouble in the bot lane. And he almost eats an arrow, but... Oh, hey guys. No detection. Nice, he actually runs by some sentry wards, but... Some other sentry wards, but he gets out. He lives. Little Murderbug lives. Alright, out of here. Who wants it? Toss, it looks like he's gonna pick it up. And he's working on his Maelstrom, it looks like, and he's actually almost got it. Actually, no, Currency's gonna grab the... Nope. That's a Shadow Shaman. So he does get it, and that's actually his... How much is a Maelstrom recipe? Did they change that, or is it still what it was?
That's still what it was.
Yeah, so that recipe's only 700. Yeah, he's got it now. I was like, why isn't he buying it then? He has enough money. He was just pressing his buttons. Should allow time for button pressing. Now, Russian Thug, meanwhile, he's got his Ags, and it looks like he's going into... Yep, he's going into full... Wow, mathing. He's going into full epilepsy build. He's heading for his refresher.
Yeah, so taking advantage of the map control they have, they just want to be able to go straight uphill, completely uncontested.
Oh, meanwhile, here we've potentially got... Yeah, Pepper's in trouble. No Invis saving him this time. There was a sentry ward dropped there anyway, and they're actually going to get a D-ward as well from that. And they Mirana ult to try and get out of this one, and it looks like they're going to be able to. Except for Target, who gets gushed. They ping him out, throw out an arrow, and it's going to hit!
Oh, that arrow.
Apple snort, though. Swaps him back. Want to make sure that they keep them away.
So another tower probably going to go down top. Even with the glyph, this isn't going to be around for much longer.
No, they've got the snakes, but they did use snakes on the tier 2, which means they don't have them available for the tier 3, so that's at least something DRH have to look forward to. Oh. By the way, thanks for following Alabek. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. So they wanted to defend on high ground, and they want a pick off on. They really want to pick off on Russian Thug. They want to kill Russian Thug a couple times and get back in this game. I mean, it was 800 gold on 2 heroes before. Like 800 gold each on 2 heroes before. I think it's just going to be more now, considering the gold. Yeah, it's gotten pretty extreme. So they win a team fight. They get a couple of kills. They do really well.
So BKB coming soon out for PA.
Oh, out comes long zipping. Moto not going to be able to get out of this one. Did he even have... He didn't even have Vendetta up.
No, he was trying to get in and...
Yeah, it wasn't going to...
Just couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
Well, this BKB on PA should help with the team fights. However, we'll see if PA gets a static link on her in the middle of a team fight. She's going to be still next to useless, given that both Eye of the Storm and Static Link happily go through the BKB.
Yeah.
And there's still a lot of physical damage on the team.
Yeah, it really only protects her from... It protects her from a fair amount, but... the scariest thing on their team right now is that Razor. He's the highest net worth. I mean, it is really helpful for the Storm, though, to stop from getting pulled by the Storm, to stop from being hurt by hurt by all of his dirty, rotten magics. But yeah. What's she... So, she's got Basher Home BKB. Phase needs more. Apparently, I'm being told the Aegis is down. We all need to know that, boys and girls. Alright, what do we got here? What's Paus actually got? Is he... Yeah, he's going to be going... He's very slowly making his way as a 5 support. Is making his way towards a... Ags. Was looking, I'm like, there's the word, it's the one that this dude's already got, and it's, yeah. Meanwhile, speaking of Razor, he's almost got his refresher. I mean, how much is the actual recipe cost for the refresher is only 1,800, so he's, you know, he's 50 away, 70 away, 40 away, 60 away. Almost. Yeah, he's got it now. There it is. He insta-buys it. He's like, yep, bring it to me.
I think basically at this point, if Radiant get the next Roshan, it's just straight uphill, GG push, and there's pretty much nothing that DRH can do about it.
Yeah, unless they get an exceptionally bad, like, unless they run in and feed themselves to the enemy team. And I feel like they're coordinated enough that they're not going to do that. They're going to get the engagement. SS Paul's going to blink in. He's going to Ravage. We're going to have Ag's Refresher, Eye of the Storm running as we walk into the fight, and it's just going to go really well for them. I mean, what they need to do is PL needs to be able to nuke down that Razor before his epilepsy, before his double epilepsy has anything can actually take anything out. They need to get Shadow Shaman before he can get his snakes out. I mean, they have a lot they need to take care of before. Like, they have a couple heroes that they need to take care of, and this isn't the way to do it. They're feeding the Storm Spirit. What happened there?
You just look at the speed that PA went down without any ultis.
Yeah, she didn't have...
Wasn't even able to get the BKB off in time, and that was kind of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Power has fallen.
Yeah. There it goes. Yeah. Yeah, as you were saying, target just dies so quickly, even when his BKB is running, just to all of the physical damage. The Eye of the Storm. Oh man, and they're nuking down the Brewlings too, actually, from the double storm. Oh, target. That's a dieback. That's out. And they do call out the GG. And it's over. Your hopes fade to nothing, apparently, they say. So yeah, who is this PU by person? Anyway, yeah, that was a reasonably quick game. But they had a plan. They executed it well. They pushed really hard. Apparently, some of the strategies that worked in the last patch still work in this patch. So,
Yeah.
it feels like the game's changed so much. But apparently, if you pick Tide and Shadow Shaman and Razor and decide to push really hard with all of them, you can still kill their buildings
yeah, so the Shadow Shaman is very strong still in this patch, simply because even with the fortification, you can still keep people away from towers, and so you can take it even with fortification. And so it doesn't matter if you get 3 45s for tier 1 towers, it's still a hard job to counter him. So the rat is real.
But yeah.